What is good, everybody? Apple Dokkan here, back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we've got some very special news, of course. A very insane occurrence has actually happened as well. Dokkan Battle Global has actually given us EZA details at the same time as the JP version, and of course we've got the GOAT physical Super Saiyan 2, who transforms to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and we've got STR Kid Buu EZAs. Both of these guys, we finally have their details. They are not in-game just yet, but we do have their details out, we do have their calculations out because of Halvard as well here, of course, and we're just gonna go through this right here. By the way, before we start, I just want to say I haven't been too consistent with the uploads lately and with the live streams. I'm sorry for that because I've been a little sick. I'm trying to like get over this and then we can go back to like grinding every single day and everything like that. But thank you guys for still being here and for the support whenever I do stream and I do upload in this like a little bit of a period where I'm sick. But anyway, let's just go right here on the first EZA, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Battle to Protect Tomorrow. He is a Battle of Fate accelerated battle leader skill. One of these was 150%, I think, so that's very good that we do get 170% on both of these. Passive skill, Ki +2 attack and defense 200%, and an additional attack and defense 200% when performing a super attack. This guy, you can see his passive skill is a little short here, but that's fine because it does transform, right? Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. By the way, you don't get these twice. Like whenever these say additional attack and defense when performing a super attack, like this 200%, you don't get this twice if you do a double super attack or something like that. You only get the super attack effect twice, right? A great chance of performing a critical hit, which is very good. Like, we're gonna do a lot of damage with this guy. Additional Ki +2 and defense +200%, and guards all attacks when HP is 77% or more. So what we're seeing right here from him is he is going to be like basically one of these generic slot 2 characters who are probably not going to take any damage because this guy is getting a 600% defensive buff whenever you have more than 77% HP, right? So he's gonna be a very good slot 2 who is going to help out quite a bit until he actually transforms. A greatly reduces attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. That is very good for like Super Battle Road or Extreme Super Battle Road. Some of the fights now, especially like Bulma or even Cell Max, they can be stunned as well, right? So having something like this on your pocket is very good with a unit. But then we go to this guy. You can see his passive basically just tripled. Hey, tripled Super Saiyan 3, you know, that's a lot of reading right there, which I'm gonna try to do. I know I'm a Dragon Ball fan, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh fan as well. I don't like doing too much reading, but hey, let's just go for it here. Attack and defense 300% and Ki +3, which is very good. Having these Ki passives just means that these T-Wars are never going to like miss a super attack, right? It's gonna be very easy to get these with them. An additional attack and defense 200% when performing a super attack. That didn't really change from the first form. 2 additional attacks, each of which has a high chance of becoming a super attack. Guards all attacks for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Okay, that is interesting. So they take away his guaranteed guard, I think, for guard only for 1 turn. Okay, well, that is kind of interesting. Let's see, let's keep on reading here. Additional Ki +3 attacking 100% and defense 200% when attacking. Oh my god, bro, he gets 700% defense and he gets 600% attack when he attacks. Oh my god. Great chance of performing a critical hit for 6 turns from the character's entry turn. So yeah, you have a 70% chance to just crit with this guy for 6 turns. Another attack buff when attacking and a high chance of performing a critical hit. Oh, starting from the 7th turn. Okay, so from the 7th turn, you get extra attack actually. But you do miss out on the defenses and everything like that. The moment you go on the 7th turn with this guy, you get less attack and you just don't get any defense when you attack. Okay, interesting. So you kinda want to like transform this guy and just finish off the fight immediately, which I can see happening very easily because he gets 600% attack on super attack, which is very good. Chance of evading enemies attack 5% up to 25%, okay, and reduces damage received by 5% up to 25% with each super attack performed, which is going to be very easy to hit because he has 2 guaranteed additionals with a high chance of super attacking on both of them, and then you have hidden potential system, and then you have like the guaranteed one that you're going to give him, right? Chance of evading enemies attack +5% and reduces damage received by 5% with each turn passed. So this does say with each turn passed, right? It doesn't say like character turn passed. I think it just says each turn passed. So what this might mean, like you can float him off and you're still gonna get 15% out of this because 3 turns are gonna elapse once you float off this guy, right? So he can be at 50% chance to dodge and 50% damage reduction as well, which is very, very good. We do miss out on the guaranteed guard, though they didn't actually give him any condition to guard. It's just all attacks for 1 turn, which kind of iffy, I guess, but you are going to be running this guy as a slot 2 anyway, right? And I think he's going to be completely fine as a slot 2 with 50% damage reduction, 700% defensive stat raise, and everything like that. Massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy yet again. So then we're going to make that a great chance. It doesn't really matter too much, bro. This guy super attacks 4 times. You're probably gonna hit that stun anyway, right? So, I'm gonna jump from this to the Halvard calculations right here. I mean, as we already know, my GOAT Halvard, he does do a lot of these calculations, and we're just gonna go through this quickly and then go to Kid Buu and see how he does as well, right? So, without support right here, we do start out at 224k start of turn defense, not the greatest ever, but this guy is a slot 2, as you can see right here, because after supering, he's on 1 million. And if you get all of his additionals without support, you're going to be on 1.6 million, but we do get the extra defense stuff whenever we are above the 77% HP threshold, so that does get us to almost 400k start of turn defense and up to 2.8 million defense if we get the 3 super attacks for him. Even after 1 super attack, with the fact that you have guard, this guy being at like 2.2 million after like an additional super attack is very, very good. Every normal in the game is being tanked, and basically every single super attack is being tanked other than like the 50% go Frieza super attack, right? Then we've got some support, which does make us break 400% on SOT stats, and then we can go up to like 3 million with 3 super attacks, and this is only his base, by the way. So we're just going to see this is being linked up with AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel. Saiyan lineage is what you really want, right? I don't really care about the others here. So we're just gonna go to the transformed version right here, and we're gonna be looking at some very, very cool stuff. Same linking partner right here, of course. We do start out at 300k start of turn defense right there. Not the craziest ever, but a 1 super attack. Get this guy up to 2.2 million defense. 1 single super attack. That's that 700% defense on super attack coming in clutch, bro. Look at this. How do you go from 300k to 2 million, bro? That is actually insane, and this is with guard for 1 turn as well. And if you get all of his super attacks, you're on 4.4 million. I didn't see his attack stats, which I'm guessing are going to be absolutely insane. Having this as defense as well, with dodge and damage reduction with every super attack that you do, that is actually crazy. But you can see he does get weaker, of course, after 7 turns because you miss out on the defensive buffs on super attack. We're on 300k start of turn defense, is the same number, and then you can only go up to 1.3 million, 1.7, 2.2, and 2.6. It does drop off quite a bit, right? So you want to build up that damage reduction and dodge so he can actually be fine, but I don't think you're reaching 7 turns after appearance with this guy especially, and the damage that you're doing. So yeah, support just absolutely makes this guy go crazy. We do start out at 330 and we can go up to 4.9 million, which is just, I mean, I don't know what to say. He's just very good. he's just an insane unit. Good one. Good shit from Dokkan Battle right here. We're gonna go now to Kid Buu, of course. My boy Goku was just cooking. So I did kind of cheat with Kid Buu, of course. I did tweet out and say how's the EZAs are looking, and everyone is saying Kid Buu is like the top 3 unit in the game. So he's looking very good, apparently. So let's see how Kid Buu actually performs. Key +3, 250% attack and defense. And of course, this guy does build up by 40% up to 160%, so you're gonna be on 410% attack and defense start of turn if you get all of his additional attacks and his additional stats. So this is very good because it's each attack performed, it's not super attack, so you can just launch normals and you're still gonna get this, which is very good. He launches 1 additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. I mean, that's kind of like the same as Goku's base here. High chance of performing a crit is very good. Reduces damage received by 20%. They just give him that. There is no restriction to that. An additional attack and defense plus 40% and an additional damage reduction of 10 up to 30% per Majin Power or Majin Buu. Wait, bro, what? Okay, he gets a lot of stats. His start of turn stats are actually insane. What? So he's on 410% if you get all of his attacks, and he's on what, 530% attack and defense start of turn if you have a full Majin Buu Saga team or Majin Power team, which is basically what you're gonna be running with this guy. Like, I don't see you running him on anything else other than like Majin Power units. You're gonna run him, I don't think he's on power absorption, right? But you're gonna be running him on like with Tech Buu or Physical Buu or Int Buu, right? Which are all Majin Power or Majin Buu Saga category allies, which is very, very good. Additional defense 100%, an additional damage reduction of 20% before the character receives an attack. So he's on what, 70% damage reduction? With how much defense does he even get, bro? I think he's on like 660% defense right here, man. Is that not insane? And he recovers HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received, and he nullifies unarmed super attack. So that means that you can put him slot 1 versus Go Frieza fight, and he's going to nullify it. And that is for 3 turns, apparently. So you have a guaranteed chance to nullify unarmed super attacks for 3 turns, and then it turns into a 70% chance of doing that starting from the 4th turn. And he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and a high chance to stun the enemy as well. That's looking very good. I don't know how I would rank him. A lot of people were saying like top 3 or something like that. I don't know how, if I would rank him top 3 like that, but bro, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And you can see right here, I am going to try to let me open this in a new tab right here so you guys can actually see a little better, of course. 316,000. This is without the build-ups, nothing like that, right? And we're looking at 300k, which can go up to 1.7 million. Do remember that this is going to be with 50% damage reduction, I think, and it's going to be... Oh no, this is not with the full Majin Power team. So this is him without the Majin Power team right here. And as you can see, after receiving a couple of attacks, after receiving 6 attacks, which is a massive number to actually receive, right? I don't know how much you're gonna get this, although he is probably gonna be like a slot 1 on his first few turns here. After you receive these attacks. If you're running him on like slot 2, he's basically untouchable, right? But yeah, as we can see, the start of turn defense does fall off, and you can get only up to 1.3 million right there. On a full Majin Power team, though, this is going to be with 50% damage reduction start of turn. We are on 300k defense, which can go up to 1.8 million. I'm seeing you don't get too much defense on super attack with him. That's something that you didn't see too much with Goku, right? Because Goku gets 700% stats on super attack. But you don't get too much defense with him, which is interesting. If you're on full build up though, like, you're looking very, very good, because you start out at 900k. I mean, almost, I'm kind of rounding it right here, but you're gonna start out at like 900k defense, which can go up to 1.2 million, and if you do all of your additionals to 2.1 million, and this is probably gonna be with an extra 70% damage reduction right here, the extra stats you get from the build up. Yeah, this is very good. You can probably go slot 1 with this guy and be completely fine, because he does have an unarmed super attack nullification as well, right? If you do pop the active skill, which does give him stats, right, we are going to go up to 1 million defense start of turn, which is just very, very good for slot 1 capabilities, especially with the damage reduction. And you can go up to 2.5 million with his double super attack, I mean triple super attack. And if we do get support, we're on 1.1 million, which can go up to 2.7 million. The numbers aren't as crazy when you look at it this way on like the defensive stats and everything like that as Super Saiyan 3 Goku transformed, right? But this Kid Buu, he's going to be absolutely crazy slot 1. He's going to do a lot of damage, right? Because he's going to get a lot of stats from his building up and everything like that. Although, from these first read on these, I do think Goku is a little better. Although the thing is, you have to get through Goku's base, but the base is not even that bad, right? Like, he gets a lot of defense, he gets guard, he can do a lot of damage as well with his high chance to crit. Like, these guys are doing the same exact number of super attacks, right? Although Buu is building up from it. And if you transform Goku, I think transform Goku is just better than Buu. But this is looking very good. I mean, I'm very excited for these units, of course. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know your opinions on these units down below in the comments, of course. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.